Welcome to episode 4 of the Men Without Flaws podcast. Before we get started, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors. Cardinal Point Screen Printing and Embroidery has hundreds of products for your business, sports team, or function. Upload your logo or start your design today at cardinalpointscreenprint.com. Jacob, that's my guy. He's been helping us out tremendously with our products. He can do it all. Screen print and embroidery, just like the ad says. He's very talented, so definitely hit him up. Also, they are doing a really nice fundraiser for a kid named Gage Pelletier. He's a member of Harvard Youth Hockey family. He's been battling cancer. He's been going through chemotherapy and has recovered from amputation surgery. There's an amazing fundraiser happening now at cardinalpointscreenprint.com where you can buy Team Gage hats and sweatshirts in support. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting my own sweatshirt. It's a great cause that they got going on. Team Gage. So Gage, we're with you. Hopefully you're doing better. And want to give a shout out to our last sponsor, Burger Bar. Use promo code BigTimeBurger with an A for 10% off your next online order. Excludes alcohol. 231 College Parkway, Colchester, Vermont. Definitely want to check them out. That's my spot. I like the Frontier. It's a chicken sandwich. It's actually got the same chicken breading as like the Chick-fil-A, so that shit's bomb. You throw a little mayo, throw a little barbecue sauce on it. Mwah! Delicious. You'll thank me later. We got a great episode 4 for you guys. Talk about Riley's 21st birthday. We also talk about my passion for cigars and why you should love it too. If you do it right, it's a complete experience, so you don't want to miss that. Also, we get a junior hockey update. Riley's got some playoff news, so hopefully his team goes the distance because that would definitely be another ring for the shelf for the kid. So good luck there. We also get a talk about New York City and what it's like in the summertime. Highly check it out. I've never gone, so Riley keeps pumping it up. So I'm fired up, and with everyone getting vaccinated, now's the perfect time. So you don't want to miss episode 4 of the Men Without Flaws podcast. Riley, you just turned 21. Give us an update. How'd it go?
Yeah, man. So, I mean, you're going to be a little disappointed. Obviously with the COVID stuff like that, didn't do anything too crazy. Just kind of kept it simple. And I was actually pretty busy. I was doing college visits all week, so I didn't really have a chance to get the full experience. But gonna wait a couple months for that when all my buddies are home and get to hang out with them a bit. But yeah, my brother came home, so I had a couple drinks with the parents and my brother, and just kind of hung out and enjoyed it.
Nice little quiet evening.
Exactly. Just kept it
First
simple.
of all, for starters, I want to say happy birthday. Sorry about texting you 3 days later. That one's
Yeah,
on
no
me.
worries, brother. No worries.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I was there in spirit and heart.
Of course.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, hopefully, is everything starting to open up where you are, or how's that going to look for summer?
Decently. I mean, I think especially with like the vaccine and stuff like that, I think things should definitely start to open up a bit more. But
Dude,
yeah, I
what's
mean, just
Long
kind of a
Island
curfew
like?
and stuff.
What's
Long
Long
Island's the
Island like?
best.
Yeah,
Long
what is
Island's
it like during
unbelievable.
the summertime? Is it like a fucking rip?
Oh, dude, it's a great time. You got the beach, you got all the boats and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not a big beach guy. I love the boat. So I spend a lot of time out on the boat with my cousins and stuff like that. But yeah, you never been? You never been to Long Island, dude?
No, never.
Oh,
I
dude, that's gotta change.
date. I'm fucking vampire, as
That's
you
gotta
know.
change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to get out there. I mean, the
Yeah.
closest I ever got was New York City. Never gone to nope, actually that's a lie, because the New York Apple Corps, they play at like the end of Long Island, I think, right?
Nah, they play in Westchester, bro.
Where's that?
Brewster Ice Arena.
Yeah, I
Is
just
that what
remember,
you mean?
I do remember though, like I swear we were on Long Island. Where's Brewster?
Let me try to think who you play on Long Island.
Is there a
You
rink?
play against the Bobcats. The
Uh,
only rinks on Long Island are like there's one in Hauppauge, New York, which is kind of like in the middle. There's one in Kings Park, which is little bit. It's pretty close to the Hop Hog, but
This one was like
then you
right
got
next
Northwell and
to
Towson, right next to the ocean. Oh,
Yeah,
Long Beach.
yeah, Long Beach.
You went
Where's
to Long Beach, yeah.
is that
Long
Long
Beach
Island?
is like towards the city. Yeah, it's considered Long Island.
Fuck, that was probably the closest I ever got. But again, you don't
Yeah,
really
that's an
leave.
awesome rink. That's where McAvoy's from.
Is he really? He's from that area?
Charlie
I
Mac.
didn't know
He's
he's from
from he's
there.
from Long Beach. Yeah, yeah.
Isn't there's like five NHLers from that area? What's the kid from Columbus? Isn't he
Sonny
from
Milano. You got Sonny Milano. You got Charlie McAvoy, Adam Fox,
Jesus?
Jeremy Bracco,
He's from that
who's
area?
with Toronto. Yeah. Um, those are really like the
I
big
just know
ones.
that that golf team pumped kids out. In youth hockey, that team was just
Oh
full
yeah,
of NHLers. It was
yeah,
nasty. They were
yeah.
gross. They were
Gross.
winning championships after championships in youth hockey sports just because, like,
Yeah,
all those kids were on the same team together. And, like, I mean, Sonny Milano was doing trick videos at, like, 8 years old on the NHL network, like, spinning it around and flipping it up and shit.
yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
bananas.
Milano is nasty. Yeah,
Now, is that like a bar scene or is it a nightclub scene there?
in Long Beach or just in
Like
Long Island in
Long
general.
Island in general.
It's I would say it's more of a bar scene, but it depends on who you talk to. Because I mean, I don't know of too many clubs, but like there's a lot of great little towns. Like you got Patchogue, they got a lot of bars. It's right by the water too.
Friday
Sayville,
Beers
obviously
guys?
Montauk.
Aren't the Friday
Who's
Beers
that?
guys from Long Island?
I think so. Yeah,
What's like Doolies? I always see them fucking talking about.
yeah, something like that. I don't know where though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, it's gonna be a fucking sick summer. If everything opens up, you're gonna have an unbelievable time.
yeah, dude, you got to get you down there, bro.
Oh, by the way, congratulations on committing to UNE. That's awesome news.
Yeah,
So
thanks, bro. Yeah, I'm
let me
super
be the
excited about it.
first to tell you, uh, since that thing's probably what 72 hours old. Your story, maybe even longer. Let me be the first to congratulate you on committing to UNE. That's awesome. How was it?
Oh, dude, the place is unbelievable, man. I don't know if you've ever been there or not, but I mean, just the facilities and the campus.
Oh, I've
It's right
been.
on the water in Maine. Can't ask for much more, man.
I've had a couple of buddies that play there. They say it's sick. They have their house right on the beach. Unreal setup.
Yeah,
Just like when you walk out and your backyard's the ocean. That's the best way to live college.
yeah,
There's
especially for a guy like me too. Growing up on the island, obviously surrounded by the ocean there too. So it's pretty cool to kind of be going to school somewhere where the ocean's big part of the campus and everything there. So I'm definitely looking forward to it.
plus Portland is a fucking time, and you're super close to Boston, so it's like you're like so close to everything. It's awesome.
Yeah, for
It's
sure,
gonna be
dude.
that's
For
gonna be a
sure. I
good
gotta have you
time.
down there too, bro. I gotta get you up there too, for sure. Gotta get you out of Vermont, man. Jesus.
Yeah, soon enough we'll be out looking at some new spots for the HQ. I want to go Arizona, but I think just for like proximity for where like everyone is, it might have to be Massachusetts for the time being. But
Yeah,
still,
nothing wrong,
yeah,
Massachusetts.
nothing wrong with Mass. Then we can get all the boys together and finally record. But yeah, we are on the hunt for HQ1. So if you guys are in real estate, why don't you drop a comment below or slide into the podcast email, podcast at localbigtime.com. So check that out. But yeah. Um, so you didn't even go anywhere for like party wise? You didn't get any kills?
No, no, nothing party wise, man. There's like I said, dude, it's super low key now, obviously with COVID and everything like that. And like I said, kind of the middle of the college surge and everything like that. So I was busy.
Yeah.
But like I said, we'll just put that on hold and get all the boys together when they get home and
Oh,
have a
yeah.
good time this summer for sure.
That's gonna be awesome. Now, what's happening with junior hockey?
Yeah, so we're actually in the middle of playoff. Well, not in the middle of playoffs. We didn't start yet, but we're back up in Utica now, and
That's
we're
crazy.
playing playoffs this week coming up. So
Now,
it's best of 3 series.
are you playing at the AHL rink?
We practice there, but we're not playing games here. I don't know. I really don't know why, but the AHL team's here now. Actually,
Are they? Did they even have a season, the AHL?
they literally just started.
Oh, really? Holy
Yeah,
shit,
so
that's so late.
they're in the building now. Yeah,
That's crazy. That's
yeah,
such a late
which
season.
kind of sucks because like now we don't have kind of free reign of the building. It was kind of the nice part about not having them in there because like we had access to the gym and stuff like that, and a nice locker room, and
Oh, I was
now
like,
that they're back, unreal.
that
Yeah,
rink is unbelievable.
yeah,
It's
it's awesome.
sickening that it's in Utica, New York, fucking shithole of a town.
Yeah, it
But
is. It's an awesome place to play for sure.
so where are you guys gonna play your playoff games?
We've been playing in New Jersey
Where,
because
like,
like
where the Rockets play?
where the Hitmen play.
Ooh, the Ice Vault.
His fault. Yep, you know them pretty well, man.
Oh yeah, I haven't been back. Thank God. I do miss junior hockey a little bit, but I do not miss traveling and being in these tiny ass locker rooms where like 12 people can fit. Like not everyone can fit. And the Ice
Yeah.
Vault is the king of that shit. I fucking hate that.
Oh, so cold, dude. In there.
Oh, so cold. And then like they make you play like 10 games, so you're trying to dry your stuff out in the parking lot, like spreading out everywhere, putting wet gear on in front of scouts. God, I don't miss that shit one bit.
Yeah.
But how you guys looking?
Yeah, I mean, we're looking good. The kind of nice part about this year is obviously very forgiving with the playoffs because every team made it, so everyone has a chance at it. And literally, I think coach was talking about the other day, just got to string together. I think it's 6 wins to win the whole thing, and
6 wins, that's all?
that's it. Yeah. So
How
I
many
mean,
teams are there?
I think there's like 13 in the league or something like that.
So is it single elimination or what?
I think the first two
That's
rounds are best of three, and then it's like a final four format. I think they're doing this year. Don't take my word for that though. I really don't know. I just kind of go where I'm told to go and play when I'm told to play. You know?
Yeah, no, not at all. But that's pretty fucking wild. I mean, that's gonna be a hit one for the history books. Playing through a COVID year, like, would you ever see yourself doing that?
Yeah, dude. It
Pretty
was
fucking
nuts
wild.
between like I mean, obviously I started off in the Null this year and ended up playing up here in Utica. So I started in New Jersey, ended up in Utica, went to Florida, back in Utica now. It's just been a crazy year for
So
sure.
many miles.
Oh yeah.
So many miles you've traveled.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially, I mean,
Absolutely.
thinking of like all the times you went to playoffs and won in championships, like this has got to be like the most unique experience of all time.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, and obviously, every season has its ups and downs, but this year is just like you said, one for the record books, man. You could write a book about it. Crazy stuff, man.
Some great stories. I mean, you got to experience the fucking Super Bowl. That's like the craziest part. I still can't believe. I
Yeah,
saw the video of those flyovers from like where you guys were. Sick.
yeah,
So
yeah.
sick.
It was. I mean, like I told you guys on in the one of the previous podcasts. Obviously, we didn't get the full Super Bowl experience, but like I said, like with that flyover and everything, it was pretty cool just to be like around that atmosphere and just kind of just to see like Tampa Bay obviously is just a wagon this year. It was pretty cool.
They're so good. It's sickening. And they're only gonna get better. That's the shitty part. I don't get like I get such like a kick out of these like NFL quarterbacks that take these astronomical like contracts like Russell Wilson, right? Guy takes like what, like 136 million and then complains when he doesn't have weapons. It's like there's no money left, you idiot. like what did you expect what was going to
Yeah.
happen? like yeah,
Yeah.
coaching staff doesn't give me any weapons, but I'll take the salary for 10 players. Like what
Yeah,
that's the reason
exactly.
why Tom Brady has 7 rings is because he gets paid the same amount as the third string quarterback.
Yeah.
Like he has
Ridiculous, man.
400 weapons around him. So he's figured out the sauce. It's not
Yep.
waking up early or eating healthy. It's have 19 all-stars on your roster and then you win a Super Bowl.
Talk about the St. Patty's line you got out. Just let everyone know about that real quick.
Oh yeah, we got a great lineup. Got we got a couple good ones. My brother thought of one, the leprechaun piss. I will give him full credit for that if he is listening. That was his idea. But yeah, we're pretty excited. If you order before March 15th, we will guarantee delivery for St. Patrick's Day. So definitely check that out on localbigtime.com/shop. We also had our first winner for our St. Patrick's Day giveaway. So shout out to Big Tommy Fitzgerald. We actually, have you ever seen how we pull winners?
I don't think so.
So I bought a bingo machine.
No way.
Dude, it's so sick. It's the one where like full metal cage and we have balls. So we just pick all the people that do the contest, assign them a ball, and I fucking wheel this ping pong bingo machine around and just pull it out. It's so much fun.
Oh, dude, you're such a simple guy, huh?
I love the simple things in life.
Yeah.
That's what Chandler was telling me the other day. Cause all right, so golf season's coming up, so I'm like real fired up. Like this year, I'm getting the membership. Like last year, my old man, he's like, "Yeah, you shouldn't get the membership. You didn't think I'd play like all the time." I was like, all right. Played every fucking weekend, so I probably spent
Yeah.
like 10 grand on golf, right? Like thanks.
Yeah.
So this year, getting the membership. Now I'm getting the and I usually like to go with a cart, but this year I'm getting Bose sunglasses for my birthday. A little treat. So have you ever worn these things?
No, I heard about him though.
Dude, they're so sick. I thought it was so stupid when I saw them at Best Buy, and then I tried them on. It's noise canceling. You can't hear anything, and they're like polarized. It's unbelievable. It's the greatest
That's
thing
sick.
ever. So I'm gonna have those bad boys on, and then I just got a push cart with like all the bells and whistles. So it has like a drink cooler on it. It's got a cup holder. It's got like an umbrella holder. It's got like everything. Four wheels too, and then just got a nice new tailor-made bag for carts only. That's coming in,
Yep. Not a big deal.
and then my buddy got me into cigars. So like I got a cigar holder now. Dude, I'm telling you, have you ever smoked a cigar before?
At like graduation from high school, yeah.
Yeah. Have like so you've never had like the real experience of like actually smoking a cigar.
I mean, like I've had one, like I've had maybe like I could count on one hand, like with my dad and like my grandfather, but I don't like it, man.
I'm telling you,
I don't know how to do it. I don't think I don't
okay,
know how to
I
do it.
thought the same thing because I've smoked cigars like just because I thought it like this is what you do at these occasions to like fit in like Kentucky Derby or like graduation
Yeah.
shit like that. This
Yeah, it's
kid,
like a sign of like a class, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
high class. So,
Yeah.
my buddy, he has like a man cave, and he's a big cigar guy. And I always thought like, all right, I think he's just trying to do it to like make himself like look fancy. He's got me addicted to these fucking things. When it's done right with like the right, he has like a V cutter too, so like you
Oh
get
yeah.
flavor in it. He's got this like butane torch, and when it's done right, oh my god, is it an experience? It is the greatest thing ever. We watched the fight, a UFC fight. We had like two cigars. These things last like 10 hours too, and like you have a couple beers, it's like the greatest thing in the world. It is so much fun. I don't know why I'm addicted. So now I have like a humidor coming in. I got the V cut cigar. I got the butane torch. Like I can't wait. Golf season every day, 6 a.m. I'm gonna be out there on the links. I got a box of
Really?
40 Cubans coming in. I'm fired up. I'm just gonna fucking play a quick nine, go back to work, probably edit some more, but Bose headphones. I got the little cigar holder for the push cart. I'm gonna have a grand old time. I'm so fired up.
Is Big Steve a cigar guy or no?
No, he hates it. He's gonna be so rattled when he finds out. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, it doesn't say it on the box. There's gonna be
If you don't mind saying, how much did 40 Cubans cost you?
like $100.
That's not bad at all.
Not bad if you order them online from Cigar International. I was looking at these other ones, but they wouldn't come to my state. They're like the ones that Kennedy likes. I
Yeah.
actually had them. My buddy showed me. That was like the first cigar they showed me, got me into. I'm telling you, done right, it's a full experience. It's the greatest
Oh,
thing.
for sure.
I'm like,
Dude, when I was in I went on like vacation, like I think it was probably like my sophomore year at Gunnery. In the summer we went away to the Dominican Republic on vacation. And the house we stayed in, it was like my family and a couple other families was like off the resort a little bit, kind of.
yeah,
So there was like, like regular, people like just locals like living kind of amongst us.
yeah.
And it was a little sketchy, to be honest with you. Like, how things are like over there. You hear about people getting kidnapped and stuff like that, but
Oh yeah, all
there's
the time.
people just
Big Poppy got
buzzing around on like, exactly. There's people like buzzing around on like motorbikes around there, right? So like one day I was me and my cousins were just like hanging out in the front of the house, like just I think like throwing a football around or whatever, and this guy like buzzed around the house a few times on the moped or whatever he was on. So I'm like, what's going on? So like the third time he comes around, he stops, and I had a Yankee hat on, and he
Jeez.
kept like pointing. He kept pointing at his head like this.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what? Like, what do you want, man? Do you want my hat? Here, take it. He's
Yeah.
like, I got a cigar for hat. So I'm like, what? So he
Deal.
pulls out an entire, I think it was probably like a 50 pack of Cohibas.
That's sick.
Yeah, and like I don't smoke cigars. I'm like, oh yeah, I think my dad and my grandfather like them though. So I gave him my hat, got the Cohibas, and like I looked it up online, and it was like equivalent to like $800 worth of cigars for
That's
my Yankee hat. So
that's
I
sick.
still actually I still have them to this day. They're set back at the house,
Dude,
but
okay, how about this? I did not know. I'll give you guys a little insight. Yesterday, I was on YouTube all day researching about this because I want this lifestyle now because it's so much fun. With the humidor, there's like a science behind it too. You have to make sure like there's 70% humidity at all times. So like you can put like distilled water, coat the cedar, and then in the humidor, it's like a library for cigars, right? You're supposed to be proud of your cigars. It's like artwork. You know, it takes 300 hands to make a single cigar.
I did not know
How
that.
crazy is that? So like, there's like a new cigar out that has like the band around it says 300. It's like a tribute to like 300 hands. Like they're all handmade, handcrafted. Like that's like the artwork.
So you're telling me like assembly line, like start to finish, 300
300
hands touch.
hands, touch it,
Wow,
make one cigar. Isn't that crazy?
that sounds like a lot of COVID to me.
Yeah, that sounds like I'll be wearing COVID. It's good. It's good. They said they wouldn't attack the lungs.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 300 Cubans, and then like there's like the lighter cigars are sweeter, and then the darker ones are like bitter. So there's like taste to it. So you can get like a cinnamon taste. You can get all these different tastes, and like the really nice ones will burn evenly for like a really long time. That's what like
Yeah.
separates like your everyday cigar. Like that's what those Cubans are. They're like an everyday cigar, so like they're perfect for the golf course. And
Yeah.
then you got like your box of 5 or 25 that are like $125 that are really nice. And then like I guess it's like really disrespectful. I didn't know this because I'm like when I put it out, I just fucking smash it,
Smash
right?
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like I guess giving the middle finger. Like I guess if
Really.
you're like a real like cigar connoisseur, you let it burn itself out because it's like paying respect to it. Like oh my god, like these people must hate me because every
So
time
is it like disrespectful to the guy you're smoking the cigar with, or is it disrespectful to the cigar?
to the creator of it.
Oh,
So like basically you're just saying like
wow.
fuck your cigar artwork because it's like an art. It's like a piece of art. And like that's why
Wow.
like
You really did your research, huh? Like
oh
you're really into this,
yesterday I
huh?
was ripping through it. Yeah, I don't. You gotta walk the walk and talk the talk if you're gonna purchase a cigar holder and start ripping it on the course. So
Yeah, dude. Like you see a guy, like you're out playing golf, you see a guy with a cigar holder, he's grizzled.
yeah, and I want to like. Plus, you want to look like you know the part too. So like they don't want to look at you and be like, that guy looks like an idiot trying to look cool. Like
Yeah.
I want when I get quizzed, I want to be able to just snap facts right
Yeah.
off, right
You want
into
to be able to like have a conversation if someone comes up to you and starts talking to you.
yeah.
But
Oh, is that a Churchill? I'll take a Churchill. That's like the shape.
yeah,
There's different shapes, and not all like the shapes will be good for your cutter.
you
Right?
might have to start a new podcast, bro. Just talk about cigars, man.
Oh, there's I listen to this guy on YouTube. He's got his own podcast, Cigar like aficionado or something like that. Very insightful person. Because that's all I did yesterday was just crank down on YouTube videos. I was like, I
That's
gotta pick
hilarious.
apart 100%.
Oh, your girlfriend must love you.
Yeah, she's all fired up. But I bought all the shit yesterday, so this Wednesday it comes in. I'm so pumped. I wish I could smoke in this house, but that kind of sucks. I get it. It stinks up. I don't like the smell. I hate when
Yeah, cigars smell. Cigars smell a lot too.
they stink.
Yeah, yeah.
It
It takes
just
a
sucks
while.
because like I also
I
don't.
love that smell. I love that smell though. You don't like it?
Oh no, like when your house stinks like cigarette smoke or
Smoke? Yeah, yeah. That's not
or
good.
anything like that. I fucking hate that shit because it just like
Yeah,
lingers and it smells awful.
yeah, dude. But you're
Like at
like you're
least
at a
like
barbecue and like you smell that though. Like that's a good smell, man.
oh like mahogany like and
Yeah,
like there's different flavors to it and like
yeah,
the 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 leaf you can learn so much about the leaf and then like to keep it like so like the cigar box is its own library, right? So like it's all about the organization. I guess it's like you're supposed to show it off. I thought you wanted to fill the box because I thought that was more of a sign of power. So that's why I bought the box of 40 like an idiot. But I guess it's like better if you don't fill it up like a fucking dumbass and have it more of a library like scenario. So like you
yeah,
got your everyday cigars, those are on the bottom, and then like you got your display case cigars, like the really nice ones. Those are the ones you put on the top, and like that's how like you organize. And then like to keep them like living, you gotta like either like rotate it every once in a while. It just depends on like
yeah.
what it comes into to
Dude, I
keep.
think we have to talk. I think we have to talk to somebody and get our own cigar made, man. Local big time cigar.
Dude, I would be so fired up. We can rip them while we're doing this podcast. I already thought of that like 1,000 times. I was, I was like, I need. That's what I'm finishing right now. Is the the second studio. That way we have a nice little setup, and I'm like, oh, I'll get the humidor in there, like that way I
Yeah.
can rip it. I was trying to test it out without it. Ruin.
Dude,
Like,
you know, like Michael Jordan, like when he built his house, he built like the air unit in his house, like to
yeah,
like takes the smoke, like because he loves
same one at
cigars.
like the casinos.
Yeah, exactly. Like it takes the smoke like out of his house, so it
Yeah.
doesn't reek.
That's the best. That's what you need. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not at. My buddy has one in his man cave, but it's like a square unit, so it
yeah,
takes like a little bit.
yeah.
I'm also worried it might make me wrinkle. That's like. But how about this one? Cigars have been taken off for FDA. Like for, um, they say they don't cause cancer
Really,
because you're not inhaling it.
you're
You
not inhaling it. Yeah, that makes
it
sense.
in your mouth. So like it's been taken off. It's like they've deemed it like not a health hazard. So like the kid that I was with, he was like he's all fired up. He's like, "Can you believe that? I mean, they're not. I mean, they're not bad for you at all." Like, I'm like, "Yeah, but come on. Like, you can't fucking have like
They're-
1,000 of these and expect you
No,
not to get something."
no, absolutely not.
He's like, he's so fired. He's like convinced, like health nut. Health nut has he just like chiefs like 3 a day.
Yeah, dude, it's wow.
Like he sent me one this morning. He's in his hot tub at 8 a.m. with one, like, and the fucking thing's down to the nub. I'm like, Jesus,
No way.
how long have you been out here for?
Just absolutely heaving it.
Oh, it is so funny. Hold on, I'm gonna send you this photo. You gotta see this fucking thing. I couldn't believe it. He's so fired up. He got me on it. All right, you ready for this? This thing, you're gonna piss your pants. This thing was at what time did he send this thing at? It was so fucking early. 9:07 a.m. That thing's down to the nub.
Oh, this guy's a psychopath. Psychopath.
9:07 a.m. He's in a hot tub with a cigar down to the nub. I can only imagine that had to take him like at least an hour and a half.
Oh yeah.
He loves life too. He's like a 40-year-old man trapped in a 25-year-old body. But I'll tell you what, he lives the greatest life in the world. Like everything he does is like, yep, this makes your life so much better. Like the
Yeah.
cigar thing. Like he like made a couple like showed me a couple items of food that I like unreal dishes. Like the kid just knows how to play the game to like live the greatest life ever. I don't know how he does it.
Beauty. What a beauty.
He turned me on to like robes for a second there. Like I thought robes were
Oh
stupid.
no.
I'm like, I don't even know who this person is anymore. Like I'm looking at myself in the mirror, like I'm just so soft. Dude, wait till you see this thing I got. It's wind resistant for the course. I'm gonna be just ripping these things.
Yeah, that's I was just gonna ask you that. You have your fits ready?
What?
You have your fits ready for the course?
Oh yeah, I'm all set. I was swinging in the driveway. It was like 20 degrees out. I'm itching. I'm like, this week's supposed to be like 60 out. Please let there
Dude,
be grass and just let it stay because
me and my brother when we were kids, man, like we used to go like probably around like eighth grade, like when I started like actually like kind of enjoying playing golf.
yeah.
Him and I would go in our front yard. We have like a big open like farm field like in the front yard of our house across the street, and we would just rip balls into the field. My mom used to get so pissed. She's like, "You're gonna hit him one day. You're gonna hit him and kill him." Like, nah, I'm not that good, but we were obsessed with it for a little bit there. But I just get pissed off now.
See, I hated golf for the longest time. I thought it was stupid. It was so long, took forever. I got tired at like hole 10. And then, like it
It's
takes
hot,
up
man.
like yeah, it's so hot. It takes up like fucking your entire day, right? Like you play one round of golf and it's like 7 p.m. Right? So
Yeah,
I hated golf.
exactly.
But it wasn't until COVID when like everything got shut down and that's all we could have
Yeah,
to do. But I was like, all right, fuck this. I might as well just start playing and then like I had like still do it's 1,000 times better, but I had the like most atrocious swing ever too. Like it
yeah.
was gross. I
It's
didn't
just a
even like
the
twist.
hockey swing, bro.
Yeah, it was like it looked like a bubble hockey player if you
Yeah,
spun it, right? Like
yeah, yeah.
there was just I think I flexed it at one point. Like there was just
Oh god.
the worst swing in the world. And and then like I started learning like how to really properly swing. Dude, and then like so with COVID, there's nothing else to do, right? So we would play at like 8 a.m. If you go early, golf is the greatest thing in the world. It sucks because like you wake up and like you'd wake up and you still be like kind of groggy from like the night before. But when you get out there and like you start playing and stuff, like I would sober up on the course, but like it's so much fun because no one's out there. It's like quiet out. You're just playing
Yeah,
music. Like,
especially like when you're at like a nice place too, man. Like I'm sure
oh,
like around you too, there's a lot of sick courses because there's just so much space for it. But even like at home, like we have a couple really really nice golf courses like on the water and stuff, and it's like just like fun to like look around and just like kind of soak it in and enjoy it.
plus for me, like I make it like an experience, right? I get the music going. Like I'm out there to like just relax. I like turn the phone off, just pump tunes, like crush. Like we would play on Fridays, like right after like work. Oh, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Like we would like that would be our pregame. Like we'd go on the course and like pregame. Like I'd take a couple shots. Like we'd make like mixed drinks, and like I'd have like the cart with the music, and that was like our
yeah,
pregame. And then like that night we'd go out to the bars. Or I guess it was
yeah,
COVID, so like we'd go out to like one friend's house, which sucked, but like that was like so much fun. And
yeah,
like
dude.
you think about like when life's normal, doing this right before like, cause you could
Yeah,
play that, it'd be like 8 o'clock, and then you could swing right into the bars and just get obliterated. Because it's so you already get fucked up on the course. At least I do. I love it. I think it's the best. So,
Yeah.
but morning golf, when no one, midday golf, kill me. Put a gun in my mouth, blow my brains out, because then you get stuck behind the guy who's taking lessons. You get stuck behind like
Yeah.
all these fucking losers. Oh, do you know what Ready Play Golf is?
No.
All right, like Ready Play Golf is like you don't all have to wait for everyone. You know how like in normal golf they're like, oh, Mike shoots, then everyone else goes, then Mike goes again. Like you take your turn. Like
Yeah.
we play like if you're ready to shoot, just shoot. It makes life so much easier. Like, and then like you got guys that like line their putt up like 6 times. You're like, dude, like why
Yeah,
haven't
dude.
you?
Yeah.
Why weren't you lining this up when he was putting? Like you should have this shit ready to go. Like it's not that
Yeah.
hard.
Or like, why are you lining it up at all, dude? You on the tour? Just
Yeah.
hit your ball.
Or why are you wearing pants? It's 90 degrees out. You're not on the tour.
Yeah.
Like even Tiger Woods wears shorts. Like you hard out.
Yeah. Exactly.
Such a joke. But like, yeah, I have to say morning golf's the greatest because then you just avoid all these dickheads. Because oh, there's just some people out there are like the worst too. Like they
Or
have
like, you know
no.
what happens to me, dude? You know what happens to me all the time is like I got someone behind me, and like they're playing too fast. So like I'll let them play through, and then they like try to like they tell me, oh yeah, I was watching you on the last hole. I got a couple pointers for you. No, they're now
Oh,
like they're coaching you. You know what I mean?
tip guy, yeah, tip guy can
Yeah.
suck it.
Yeah. My brother and I were playing. Some guy was giving him, kind of giving him tips like that or whatever, because he was like by himself. So we just had to let him hop in with us and made it a threesome. And my brother started calling him coach the rest of the round.
That's unbelievable. Yeah,
Yeah, the guy loved it. He was eating it up. He was eating it up.
I hate the
Loved
guy
it.
that gives you tips. You know what I
Yeah.
hate though? I'm such a mental midget. If I have anybody behind me waiting while we're in the tee box and it's my turn to swing, I fucking
Yep.
rumble.
Usually like the first tee. It's like if it's like by the clubhouse and there's
Like the
people like eating
ambassadors
together. Oh
staring
yeah,
at you. I
yeah.
almost killed the guy. I told him I waved him through once because he was like wheeling up. He stopped. I'm like, oh no, keep going, keep going. Because like I tell my buddies this every time. Like that's my kryptonite. Like I always shoot last because I just can't
Yeah,
take the eyes. I love
yeah,
it when they start taking off. No pressure. So yeah, the ambassador stops. Like no, 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 please, please go through. He's like okay. He's like it's like no, it's fine. And he's sitting like I don't know, maybe 20 yards off to my left, right at his cart.
sizzled one.
Smoked one at his cart. That thing shot off and went that way. It was he's like he apologized too, which was the funniest part. He's like I should have done that to you. I'm like thank God.
Yeah, dude, he gets it.
Well, I told you. That's kryptonite to me. I can't do it. I'll even like
Yeah,
I'll even like skip. I'll just like quit on the hole. Like
yeah.
sometimes like we had this one group in front of us that had it was so backed up that every hole had like 3 people waiting to shoot. And
Awful.
yeah, it was just my nightmare for me because these people were taking they're playing best ball and all of them would line up their shots. It got so bad that one girl was throwing her ball like across to hit to the end of the green. Like I couldn't believe it. And people are like yelling at them like to hurry up. But like so like 3 sets of threesomes in like every tee box. So naturally, I just can't shoot at all. So I would just start quitting on holes right away. I can't. It was just so miserable. That's why 8 a.m. golf also the best because no one's out there. You get
No one's out there.
like the 6 a.m. veterans you get that are just coming off 18. You're like, how early are you waking up to play golf?
Yeah,
Those
like it's
guys
still
are
dark out.
yeah, they're just like chiefing cigarettes and cracking a couple like that's their Saturday. Like that's the greatest time of their life.
Couple of bud heavies.
It is pretty fun though. Like you get a couple in you, like, and it's morning, and you get done, and it's like 10 a.m. too.
Dude, like, see, like, I can never do that because, like, I'm just so competitive. Like, I need to be, like,
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
I need to be going. Like, yeah, I mean, I know it kind of sucks. Like, 'cause, like, I just hate losing, bro.
I
Especially
just
stuff like that. Especially when I'm, like, playing against my brother.
yeah, that would suck. See, I
Yeah.
don't like hate losing. I just like I just like kind of trying to break records. Like every time, like this year I shot like a 77. I was pretty fired up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's money,
First
dude.
time ever touching that number. And like this course is pretty small. It's mostly par threes. So, um, yeah, I'm looking to try to hit that more often this year. But like that's all like I do. I like the only time I get like really like up mad is if my shots are just like hooks and like not going where I want.
Yeah. Well, damn, man, we got to get on the course now too, bro. We got a lot of stuff to hit this summer.
Yeah, we gotta get those local big time polos coming out soon. So that's another thing to look forward to in the future. Also, definitely check out that shop because we got some pretty sweet gear already in stock and free shipping to all U.S. residents. So take advantage of that while that's hot. Rant time. You want to kick it off, or you want me to kick it off?
Let's hear from you.
All right, you won the coin toss,
What do you
so
got?
you elect to kick. I'll receive. All right, I got a great one. This one pisses me off all the time. I'd love to hear your take on this one too, actually. People who like winter, they're the fucking worst. And I'll tell you why. Like, there's no benefit to winter whatsoever, okay? It costs more to live in a place that's a colder environment because you're running more electricity because it's darker early. You have to buy snow tires. Your city tax is high because it has to pay for salt and all that other shit and amenities. And on top of that, you have to fucking like heat is a necessity, right? Like if you live in a warm climate, AC is not a necessity. You don't need AC to live. Clearly,
Yeah.
you do need heat to live, right? So like, I I was in a meeting once, and there's a guy who was telling me he's like, I'll take a crisp 36-degree day over any 75-degree day. I'm like, buddy, you're wearing your fucking jacket in your living room on a Zoom meeting, okay? Shut up, you idiot. Like,
No.
I
Yeah.
hate people like how do you like winter more than summer
No.
or fall or spring? Like, what is fun about that? Like, I fucking hate it so much. It angers
Yeah,
me.
that's absolutely ridiculous. Anybody who says that. I mean, like, I don't hate winter, obviously. Like being hockey guys, like winter, obviously, like playing pond hockey and stuff like that's a
Oh
great
yeah, that's
time.
great
But
too.
like, I would not take that over being warm any day.
Gun to your head and you're picking winter? Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here. This
Yeah.
guy was telling me that and he's wearing a fucking winter coat in his living room zipped up. I'm like, yeah, you are barely touching your thermostat and you're telling me you love a crisp
It's
30.
like it's like not something like to bring up either. Like, why? Who says that too? Like, yeah, like out of nowhere in a business Zoom call.
Yeah, I it made me so angry. I was just so rattled because I'm like, for starters, if you lived like I would like goals are to move HQ to Arizona, right? I love that area. For starters, your winter it's 75 degrees all year round, and you can get solar panels, so you don't even have to pay for electricity. Plus, Arizona's sick. You got ASU, you got University of Arizona. Doesn't snow.
JJ Watt now, bro. How about that?
You got Phoenix. There's so many, and if you make over 150 grand, 4% tax. So how you darn? How's your burger?
Yeah.
So you keep all your money, right? So like, what's so bad? And they legalize weed, so that's always a great sign too, because the stores will be coming. Weed is pretty fun, especially when it's legal. So you don't have to go to high school parking lots or Hannaford's parking lots to pick up stuff from your dealer. It's gonna be a great time. That's why Arizona is the spot. But uh, like especially dry heat too. Like you can't miss it. You don't. Have you ever been to a climate with dry heat?
uh, like what do you mean by dry heat?
Like that's like the type of like you have humidity, which is like New England, and then you have like dry heat climates, like desert areas.
Oh no, I've never been to a. Have I?
You ever been to like
I don't
California
think so.
or
No,
like Vegas?
nope, never.
Oh, dude, you gotta experience this. Okay, you can wear pants in like 95-degree weather. You'll never notice it. It's perfect. Like
Really?
humidity, like papers stick to your arms when you're sitting in class and sweat's dripping down your body. Like dry heat, it's like you
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
even
yeah.
feel it.
You don't
Dry
have
heat, you
any of
just
that.
walk around. It's like almost like if a hair dryer was on you, like that just hot air. You don't, it's not
Yeah,
like humid or anything. That's what dry heat feels like.
gotcha. Yeah, no, never experienced that.
Oh, it's the greatest thing in the world. It, Arizona is gold. So yeah, love to move HQ out of there. That's where we're looking first, but I think Massachusetts will be our first setup soon enough.
Yes, sir.
What do you got for your rant,
All
Riley?
right, man. So I've been doing a lot of driving lately, and just like the way people drive is just it's unbelievable. I mean,
Is
people
Long
doing
Island notorious for bad drivers?
just I think like that whole area where I'm from, Long Island, New York City especially, is just I mean, it's like the Wild West with the driving, bro.
Really?
It's ridiculous. I
I
mean,
like South Boston. South
I
Boston.
went through
Shitty.
yeah, Boston actually because I've driven through Boston before. Boston's a close second.
It's bad. South Boston,
It's
people
awful.
just like park in the middle of the street and leave their cars.
Yeah,
I've never
yeah,
seen it.
and just like you could be in New York though, like where I live, you have to go over the Throgs Neck and you have to go over the GW to get into New Jersey,
Hmm.
and you'll be buzzing along on Long Island, like Long Island Expressway, take that all the way into the city, and then all of a sudden it's just you're in dead stop traffic for no reason whatsoever. Like I get it if there's a car accident or if they're doing construction, but there's just too many people on the island, man. I think that's what it
Overpopulated.
is. I just think there's way too many people that live in that area, especially around the city. And I mean, like I had two of my teammates with me this past weekend, and one's from Buffalo and one's from Massachusetts, like up there in like Marlboro, and they're like, "This is unbelievable." Like people, if I like worked in New York City and lived on Long Island, and I made that drive every day,
Kill yourself.
I would need a I would need a therapist, man. Like it's
You'd
it's
have to
insane.
have
And
like a house to live there Monday through Friday.
yeah, exactly. Or like even if I lived in New York City, I would get rid of the car in 30 seconds and just get a bike
I'm so.
because it's not even worth it.
Have you ever? You've obviously been in New York City a million times.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
I've only
absolutely.
been to New York City like 3 times, I think, in my life. One
Yeah.
was an eighth grade field trip to Ellis Island. So like you didn't really get to see New York City. You got to drive by it. So like
But
drove
yeah.
us by. So they drove us by like Times Square because like what are you gonna do with like 1,000 eighth graders, right? You're not gonna fucking let them loose there. Like that's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Like those kids are gonna get half of them will get stolen or like killed or shot or
Yeah.
whatever, you know. Like just bad things are gonna happen from that. So
Yeah.
what they did was they kept us on the bus and they drove us through like Times Square and all, and so we could see all that sort of fun stuff like the 9/11 monument or memorial, whatever the thing's
Did you
called.
did
And
you get to, did you ever get down there? You seen that before?
drove by. No, they didn't let us out. We drove by it.
You drove by it?
Like
Yeah. It's
everyone's
unreal.
like,
If you ever have a chance
it's
to get down there,
it's
bro, you should check it out.
amazing how deep that fucking hole is. That's the crazy part.
Oh yeah, dude. The
And I didn't
foundations
know
of
like
buildings.
that the building what goes into that thing, huh?
Yeah, dude. Yep. There was like, I mean, like obviously subway, just like I assume you guys have subways in Boston, yeah,
Oh yeah.
or train system, some kind of train system. I mean, in
But
New
it's
York
not
City, that's
underground though, I don't think. Maybe
it's
a
not
little.
underground. Yeah, I mean, New York City, that's what's really known for. Like the infrastructure and everything like that is just incredible. And yeah, man, like there were subway cars that went right under there, bringing thousands of people to work. It's crazy. Yeah, it's just wild. It's wild to like look up at the building
It's
that they built
super
now.
beautiful. Like you look at that monument
Yeah,
and it's like so shiny, so clean. Like it's like
yeah,
that like dark granite type of stuff. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
exactly.
It's like
Just
the
think about all that glass though too. It's incredible. Like building
wow,
that and like it's crazy.
it's wild. Never let us in, but drove by it, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then like they let us go to the Ellis Island. They let us go check out. And then we went to like a Broadway show. That was like the closest thing we got to like walking around.
Yeah, that's Midtown. That's kind of you're kind of the middle of things there,
It
Broadway.
was pretty sweet because you look up, there's like Wicked was up there. We saw Beauty and the Beast. We didn't get to see Wicked. But like it's a school field trip, so they give you like the worst tickets too. So you and the way back, like you can't see
Yeah.
anything, and you're
Yeah.
like I don't know 4 feet tall too, so you really can't see anything. Like the seats are taller than you.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then the second time was with Wilkes-Barre, and our coach wanted like the European guys to see like New York City, so he drove by it. This one I remember a lot more just because I wasn't like eighth grade one. I don't remember that much. Actually, it
Yeah.
wasn't eighth grade. It was fifth grade. That's what it was because it was our immigration unit. So it was even further back. So like
Yeah.
fifth
Yeah.
grade, you barely remember it. Eighth grade was Washington D.C. But
Yeah.
but so I didn't really remember like that field trip as much as when we went in Wilkes-Barre. And when we went in Wilkes-Barre, I couldn't believe like when you drive down, it's just building after building, and you don't see anything outside, like just lines.
No, nothing.
All you see is the sky, and all you see is like, and people just like there's so many people on the sidewalks, and they're like moving at like 100 miles an hour, like head down, just like all business too. I've
Oh
never
yeah.
seen anything like it in my life.
And there's like every kind of person you could think of too, like
And yeah, you
businessman.
see like the wealthy guy next to the homeless guy, and like the supermodel next to the ugly person, and like at every like red light, it's wild because like you just see them just pile out and just shoot across the streets, and then
Yeah.
like goes green and it stops, and it's just like all these cars go,
Yeah.
and I just like I couldn't believe. I'm like, imagine if you live there, you must live in like a one by one like block, like a mile
Yeah,
block. You
dude, you
probably
do.
don't leave like that 1 by 1 mile. Like
No.
I was always so amazed at like places where I'm like, there's like 30 Starbucks within like a mile of each other. I'm like,
Yeah.
how are they doing business? But it makes so much sense now because it's like these people live in their apartment. Like they can't go outside this like 1 by 1 mile because it just
That's it,
takes
man.
too
And like you think about like lower Manhattan too.
long.
New York City's 5 boroughs. You got Queens, you got Brooklyn, you got Manhattan, you got Staten Island, and you got the Bronx. So there's 5 boroughs that make up New York City, and Manhattan is literally like just a little just piece of that, and that's where you have Times Square, Lower Manhattan, Midtown, all that stuff, and it's just crazy how many people are there. But like you've seen it, like even like driving in the city it's impossible.
Oh, it's
It's a
painful.
night.
I
It's a
couldn't believe
nightmare.
we could fit a bus. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, how this guy is so calm wheeling a bus around in the middle of New York City. I would
Yeah.
be in full panic mode.
Yeah, I mean, there's a guy that he's a friend of my dad's. He played like men's league hockey with him, and he's a chauffeur for the FDNY. He drives fire trucks for the fire department
That's
in Midtown, and the firehouse is actually right across the street from Madison Square Garden. And I remember asking him like when I was a kid, I'm like, how do you like? Because like their response time is something ridiculous, like 3 minutes, like from the time that they get toned out. So it's like, say you had a heart attack or just you had a building on fire or whatever. From the time they get toned out and they get dressed in the truck, they're usually on scene in 3 minutes. I said to him, how do you drive something that big that quickly through the streets like that? And he's like, a lot of luck, man. A lot of luck. It's just
just
crazy.
like look
I
at
would never be able to do that.
I just like look at how compact the lanes are, and like I'm like, there's no way you could pull over for this thing to fucking go around you.
No,
It's like
no,
you can't.
no. And like, New York too. Like people don't care either. So it doesn't matter if you're in a
No, yeah,
big
they're also
truck with
ignorant.
sirens going. People aren't getting out of the way.
It took you 40 minutes just to get to that point. No shit. I
Yeah.
don't, I don't blame you for not wanting to leave.
Yeah, it is though. It's wild. It's wild to think about,
It's
but
just like way too overpopulated, right?
absolutely, yeah. Even Long Island now too, man. Especially with COVID, a lot of the city people, because the city's just been such a mess.
They
Um,
moved out.
they've been moving out to like, because like where I live, Manorville is it's a pretty quiet town. Like not too many people. You got a lot of property, and people are moving out east like crazy, man. So even like out by me, like the traffic is pretty ridiculous at certain hours of the day.
That's crazy.
But yeah, man, like back to it though. Like just people like if you're in the left lane, man, and you're doing 50 miles an hour,
Oh, I hate those fucking
yeah,
assholes.
like just
When
figure it
both
out.
cars are like this next to each
Yeah,
other and you can't get
pace
around.
car, pace car.
Yeah.
Literally what
That
it
is
is.
so true. That is a fucking pace car.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, that's what I got, man. It sucks. I hate driving to begin with, man.
yeah. I would hate driving to New York. I'd probably have anxiety. I got comfortable driving in Boston. Like when I first started driving in the city, it was fucking terrifying. Like it just wasn't fun. I just was like so fucking terrified. Like gripping the wheel, just like pacing myself, like knowing I'm like I'm gonna hit somebody. I'm gonna hit somebody. I'm gonna hit somebody.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
after a while, you just get like kind of comfortable.
exactly.
I cannot do New York City. I'd have to like fly in and Uber everywhere, and then Ubers are like $1,000 too.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why you just gotta walk, man. Just gotta get the steps in.
how about this? Like, how the fuck does anyone pay for anything in that fucking city? It's so expensive.
I want you to think about this for a second too. Like being in Manhattan, like you said, you've been 3 times. Like been in Manhattan. Have you ever seen a gas station in
No,
New York City?
no, I've
Where did
never.
all these people get gas, dude?
That's so true. Holy shit, you just blew my mind. I've never seen a gas station.
Ever?
What? Where do they get their gas?
I don't know, man. Like I lived in Long Island my whole life. I've been in the city thousands of times, and I mean, I can't recall seeing a
No,
gas station.
it's just I'm just so blown away. It's literally building after building after building after
There's like
building.
no, there's like no room for them, man.
Yeah, and it's just like I I just don't get how like people just live like that. Isn't it? Doesn't it just like shock you? Like, yep, I just live in this tiny little fucking apartment, and then if I want to go out, I just go up and down this street. That's about it. Like,
Yeah,
what?
dude.
Why?
You know who absolutely loves New York City?
Pelly.
Pelly. Pelly's a New York City fan, but Sean Avery, bro.
Oh yeah, I love he.
Sean Avery loves. You ever see those bike lane videos of him?
Oh, I love when him and Biz link up and they do those videos. They're so
Yeah.
funny.
Oh yeah, he is. I mean, he's obviously Canadian, but he is the definition of a New Yorker, man.
He crushes it too. The bike
Oh,
lane, he's flipping guys off.
he's got the subway down packed. He's screwing with the people that, like the people that like dress up as like Spider-Man and stuff in Times Square and taking pictures. He loves
Oh,
screwing with them. I don't know if you ever seen that video. That video is hysterical though.
yeah, he calls him out big time. He
Oh yeah,
lays into that one guy. He calls him some terrible things I don't want to repeat
yeah.
for my own purpose, but Avery can do it.
Oh, he's a beauty. I love that guy. He was my favorite player growing up.
He's a psychopath. My
Yeah,
brother loved him.
I used to wear 16 for him when I was like a mite.
I mean, that guy once scored a goal and tried to fight the goalie all in the same
Oh
go.
yeah,
He is crazy. Like one time I did do a celebration because of him. He scored the goal.
yeah.
We were doing the push-ups.
The
Like that.
push-ups. Yeah,
Yeah, he's the fucking man.
he
How
is a
about?
beauty.
Did you see he has a fucking axe under his bed?
Yeah, that. And did you see his reasoning behind that? It was hysterical,
Yeah,
bro.
he's
He's
like,
like,
don't
yeah, he's
fuck.
like, a guy has a gun. He sees me coming at him with an axe. He's like, mentally, that guy's out of it. He's not pulling the trigger because he knows I'm crazier than him because I have an axe and he has a gun. He's like, who has an axe under their bed in New York City? He goes, I do.
It's fucking bananas. He's a
Yeah.
psychopath.
So God bless anybody who breaks into Sean Avery's
Yeah,
apartment there.
you're gonna see the shining happening.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
Fucked. But well, I have a question for you. With being in the fire department, do those buildings ever catch on fire? Those skyscrapers?
Oh yeah.
And then what happens? Do they have to like they just work or like just like can people can live their lives in the non-affected areas? Like
I mean,
nothing.
dude, my uncle was a fireman, and my grandfather too was. They were both firemen in Manhattan. My grandfather was engine 34 in Hell's Kitchen, and my uncle was engine 1. He was right across the street from the garden, and I asked him, I don't like, because obviously like it's something that I've been around, I grew up around, and I remember asking him like, like give me some stories. Like I want to hear. I want to hear about some of the stuff that you see. And he said, to be honest with you, like 95% of the calls they get aren't fires. But he said, like when you do get a fire, especially in Manhattan, and if it's in a building like a apartment building or uh, one of those big, tall, skyscrapers. He's like, you have to really work. He's like, it's like a bag to put that thing out because think about it, you got to get all that gear up the stairs, and while
I
you're
was
doing that,
gonna ask, they climb or do they take a ladder?
it's usually I think it's usually they usually climb because I mean the ladders are only like 100 feet, most of them.
So none of them can reach, like, if there's a
Uh,
fire wicked high, you're fucked, huh?
yeah,
How about the fucking rats that they pull out of New York City?
wild, right?
I've never seen a rat in my life. I fucking would shit myself if
Dude,
I
like
saw
with all this COVID stuff going on, like all the lockdowns in New York City, these things have been getting little bold and coming out more. And I've seen a
they're
couple of
probably
videos of them
starving,
just kind of
right?
they're the size of dogs, bro. Some of them.
I've seen some of these pictures of them dead. They're like hanging. They're fucking huge. I just don't get how an animal like that gets that big.
Yeah,
And like, they're just, it's just such a disgusting. I heard New York City also stinks like shit in the
yeah, it
summertime
reeks.
because like
It
all the
reeks.
garbage just doesn't get picked up.
Yeah, yeah, dude. It's pretty smelly.
That's so fucked up. Just so much
Yeah,
piss and shit everywhere.
yeah, dude. Yeah, this summer though, we should definitely get you down there, man, and I'll take you into the city and show you one of the firehouses there. The guys are all beauties, and like I told you about, they have that FDNY NYPD hockey game every year,
That's sick.
which is, I mean, like
You gonna
we
play?
should.
Are you eligible?
I'm not because I'm a fireman in Long Island.
Oh,
I'm not. It's not part of FDNY, but those games get pretty sick, and they have some pretty sick players that play in that game that people don't even realize. A couple NHL draft picks, a couple guys that played pro. Like it's legit.
that's sick.
Yeah, I love going to those games.
That's sick. Yeah, I'm down. Summertime. I think the world's gonna be back to normal. It's gonna be a
I
fun.
hope so, man. I hope
I
so.
think we're back, boys. I think we're back. We could
I
have
hope
a
so.
fucking sick, sick summer. We deserve it because we took it on the chin this year and it sucked.
Absolutely.
It was this summer really sucked. There was like you can do anything. Like I never went out to the bars. It's like there's no point. Like you go out and you have to sit down. Like what are you gonna do? You're gonna
Yeah,
sit
dude.
down, you can't even talk to anyone. So like why would I pay for that when I can just sit at home, get shit faced, play some beer cart, like have like a grand old time. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I hear you, man. It's tough. It's tough for everybody, but I'm trying to
Did you get
be
the
a little
vaccine yet?
optimistic here. What's that?
Did you get the vaccine yet?
I did not.
Yeah.
I'm probably once season wraps up here, I'll probably get it just because like being around like my grandparents and stuff like that. I obviously want to
Yeah.
make sure that they're safe and
Will you be able to get one quick because you're with the fire department?
yeah, I think they could get me in there pretty
That's
quickly.
nice.
Yeah,
I don't know when the fuck I'll get mine. It doesn't sound like it's gonna happen anytime soon. Holy
yeah,
shit, this shit's taking forever.
I
How
know,
about
dude.
this? We've been at a year at this fucking thing.
I know it's gonna be a year. I think like I got sent home from Canada. I think March 14th.
Talk about 14-day flatten the curve. We did it, guys. Nice work.
Unreal, man.
I will say I'll keep taking those checks though. You keep sending them. Love that. How are ya? Thank you, Uncle Sam. You got me a PS5, a golf membership. Just keep coming.
Keep them coming.
Yeah, I can't wait.